I'm AJ.
And I'm Aaron.
And we're from modernintel.ca. Today we're going to talk to you about the BT4 Combat. We're going to go through specs of the gun, what it's made out of,
pros and cons,
customer support, and then maybe just a little bit of a final verdict just to round the video out. So we're going to start off with basically just general specs of the gun. It comes with 8.5-inch barrel, which is, I don't know, pretty small, I think. Front foregrip there, normal trigger, safety, and a bit of a cock handle on the side there. It's gravity fed, got a big hopper on the top.
The sights on the back comes with some iron sights,
which is actually plastic.
Yeah. Some Picatinny rails.
Yep, so you can just throw any type of raised rail or sights on there. Basically, this gun is completely customizable. You can get different kinds of stock, different kind of barrel. You can remove this foregrip, add in an M16 looking mag housing with the mag, even upgrade that to an expansion chamber. Other than that, it's not a bad gun. It's a good starter gun. It's cheap. It's reliable. Some people, I for one, have had problems with losing screws and such. Basically what you have to do is, because repeating fire, right, it vibrates and then some of the screws get loose. Just constantly keep checking your screws, make sure that that they're tight in there.
So the material of the gun, basically this gun is mostly aluminum, which is nice. The top receiver and the barrel, that's all aluminum. The hopper elbow, that's plastic. The iron sight on the back, that's plastic. The grip and the foregrip, that's plastic. And then there's a rubber piece for comfortability, actually, which is pretty nice on the grip itself. And then the ASA is aluminum, and then the steel braided line. The build is pretty good. Again, like AJ said, the screws do come loose. I think that's a problem. I think they should have had some better Loctite on them or something, maybe some lock nuts or lock washers, something to keep them on the gun. But overall, for a beginner or mid-gun, it's a pretty good build, especially for the price of the gun. I think that goes right hand in hand, and they got that perfectly right in line. Pros and cons of the gun?
Pro, obviously, is the customizability. There's only, what, the A5 that is comparable to this BT. Another pro is the weight. I think it's a good weight. Once you get a hopper on there and you got your tank on the back, it balances itself out. It's not bad when you're running around for a couple hours. It doesn't weigh down your arm or anything. It's actually quite comfortable.
Con with me, and everybody knows me, I'm a mag guy. So the problem with me and the gun is it's hopper fed. I don't like that. The gun's built like a Milsim replica kind of looking gun, especially once you get all the customizable pieces on it. Like your gun can look like an M16 or a
AK-47.
MP5, yeah, AK-47, anything you want. But then you got this big egg on the top. Like that just takes away the whole factor of it, unless you want to play stick in one ball at a time. Again, the hopper fed, that's a pain. If you could get some kind of mag fed in it, would be sweet, but you can't. So there's no possible way to get mag fed. So that is definitely a con. To me, a con is the hopper fed. When you get the gun itself, I don't know who thought of this, but what's this? Seriously, when has anybody been able to use these in a field like this? These things have been outlawed in the game of paintball for at least, what, 10 years? Customer support.
I've never dealt with BT on any problems I've had with the gun, because I haven't really had any. I've had my gun for a year and a half now. I haven't had any serious problem with it, and I haven't heard anyone who has.
Not really.
They're durable, they're reliable, so I'm sure that BT would back up any of their issues that anybody would have with their gun. A company that is this big didn't get that way with a poor customer support, so I believe it would be a really decent company.
Final verdict. My final verdict of this gun, I would have to give it about a 7. The one thing I like about the gun, it's a good starter gun. If you need an extra gun, maybe to give out to people as rentals when you're playing, it's good. It's a cheap gun, like a low price, but that also goes hand in hand with the quality. It's inexpensive, but some of the parts are a little inexpensive too, so you can expect maybe some screws falling out here and there, and inconsistencies kind of goofy. You can't predict the way it shoots. And a point off for the hopper myself. So 7 for me.
Final verdict on this one for me would be a 7 as well. 1 point off for losing parts. It's kind of dumb that you'd have to pay a couple bucks just to replace a couple screws that you end up losing while playing. It's pretty consistent. I wouldn't throw a sight on here and look through it to try to aim at people. Basically what I would do is just fire a couple shots, see where they go, and then correct as you go. Another point off for the gravity fed. It's not very consistent that way. You end up having to shake it a lot. I guess it's mostly the hopper. I'm sure if you throw a rip clip on there, it would be fine. It'll kind of eliminate that problem, but standard, stock, it's kind of on the iffy side. Other than that, it's a fairly decent gun. Good for starters.
Okay guys, so we got a 7 and another 7, so 7 overall. Thanks a lot guys.
See you later.